Welcome to another episode of Get Real, hosted by us, BM,
Ashley,
and Peniel. But Peniel is not currently with us right now due to scheduling. But we are once again joined by our good friend AleXa.
Thank you.
We stole your girl, Jay. She our partner now.
So co-host.
Yes, thank you for blessing today's episode once again.
Of course.
And today's episode, we're talking about fame.
Ooh.
You guys might have cringed just at even hearing the word. And yes, we talked about clout, but the idea of fame is a little bit different. There's a lot of baggage that comes with seeking, then attaining fame and fortune. People start treating and looking at you differently for what they think you have, even if you don't. How did we deal when the spotlight first turned on us? And where are we now as public figures with a platform? Interact with us on our socials at The Dive Studios or leave us a comment on our full episode videos at youtube.com/divepods. Follow the podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and leave a review with 5 stars on Apple Podcasts so more people can know about our show and join in on the fun.
It's so odd not giving the call to action myself. It's so weird.
All right, guys, let's just jump into it. What did you think being famous meant when you were younger, and did you glamorize it in your head?
Totally.
Yeah, definitely glamorized it.
Walking on red carpets all day long, you know.
Paparazzi pictures.
Yeah, wearing diamond rings, pretty dresses.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the biggest thing for me when I was young, I was like a little chunky monkey, like when I was younger.
Chunky what monkey?
I was like big, like sideways big, right? So my thing was like, what do they eat? It's like, is it...
Seriously?
I'll be eating, I'll get a fillet of fish at McDonald's one time, right? I'll look at the burger and there was one time I was just like, does Justin Bieber eat this? Does my man Bieber eat from the dollar menu? Like, he probably doesn't need to, but does he? And then like, after having attained a platform and a certain following base, I'm like, yeah, he probably does, because I do. And McDonald's, you cannot go wrong with McDonald's. I still love McDonald's.
True.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so that was the biggest thing for me. I mean, I was just like, damn, like, Michelin 5-star meals all the time. Like, that must be nice. I'm here. I'm just like, every now and then, yeah, but the McDonald's is still nice.
Yeah. AleXa, what kind of famous people did you grow up watching?
Oh, man. I mean, my parents are a little bit up there. They started late, so I don't exactly have the same like role models and idols that a lot of people my age do. Like David Bowie is like one of my number one like role models. So I mean, like a lot of the stars in that era, I looked at their like famous lives. I'm like, oh, okay, that's appealing to me. And I did glamorize it, of course. I mean, everybody does.
Yeah.
But it's different. In reality, but
Don't hate me for asking. Who's David Bowie?
Matthew.
Hey, if we need to cut this out, we can cut it out.
He definitely did.
Yeah.
Matthew.
Who's David Bowie?
David Bowie.
Who's David Bowie?
You're gonna know if you see his face.
Let me look up his face real quick.
Yeah,
The lightning bolt makeup. That's like his popularized thing.
I still don't recall. David, how do you spell? Oh, Bowie.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, you've seen him, right? You know him?
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I guess like it wasn't like my thing maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
Hey, I got another artist I could like learn about and
True.
you know what I mean?
True.
Like look up.
Okay.
Very respectable guy, huh?
Very.
Okay.
Yes.
Shoot. Hey, don't cancel me for this, guys. Don't cancel
No
me
canceling.
for
No
this.
canceling. But no, I mean, I grew up with like the older version of like celebrities and fame, I guess. So
Okay.
it was kind of different for me.
Can you name another one?
Let's see. Aside from David Bowie, maybe like I mean, she's still relevant today, but like I really liked Madonna. Cyndi Lauper.
I'm with you. I'm with you
Yeah.
with Madonna.
Okay.
She kissed Drake the other time, like not too long ago. I know Madonna. She's
Okay,
like
he knows Madonna.
she is a Madonna. Like I get
Madonna?
you. I
Madonna
get
is a
you.
Madonna?
Madonna is that's almost like how big she is. It's like an adjective in itself. You know what I mean? Like the Madonna.
Ooh. Okay.
Madonna.
Yeah, I'm with you though. I see you.
Okay. All right. Madonna.
What are perhaps the more annoying or common assumptions people make about your lifestyle as entertainers? There's multiple. There's multiple. People think I'm rich.
Yeah.
People think I'm dumb rich. All my friends think I'm dumb rich. I'm not dumb rich.
Dumb rich without the rich.
Yeah. I'm just dumb.
I hope.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like one thing is when you're young and you glamorize it and you know it all looks awesome to you, like that could be some of the more harder stuff that you have to like deal with. You know what I mean? Getting makeup every day, getting your hair done every day, like on a busy term of your artist career. It's hard. You can't get sleep. You can't do a lot of stuff. And the hardest part about that is even when you're all done and did up, you gotta smile even if you don't want to.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part. It's like, dang, I ain't getting no McDonald's in my system today. I don't feel like smiling, but in front of a camera, I gotta smile. Just like, you know what I mean? Like,
I think people definitely think we live the easy life, you know, getting driven everywhere.
oh man,
You know, having a stylist, getting hair and makeup done, just not having to do anything
But
like
that's not
physically
the
on our own.
case.
yeah, it really isn't.
It's not.
So many hours of work and like everything that goes on behind the scenes. Like people only see what the finished product is. Like they rarely see like the full process or behind the scenes for these things. There's so much that goes into it.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like even like in between time, you know what the worst is? When you look at the timetables or like the schedule things, and then like you read off of it and you're just like, all right, that's a little pocket for me to kind of get some shut eye or just kind of like eat a little some. But it's like when that time comes, oh hey, can you come take a picture with us? Oh hey, can you come fix your makeup? Oh hey, we're gonna do something different with your hair. Oh, we changed the script. You gotta look over it. It's like I was trying to eat my McDonald's like in that little 5 minute in that little pocket of time. Like so annoying.
It's a lot less organized than what people think it is.
It's much-
a lot less organized.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But
But at the end of the day, it's like you understand why. There's always a reason to it. Like, you know, there's always little changes that have to be made with schedule.
right.
But like you have to be flexible as an entertainer and as a celebrity. You have to be extremely flexible. If you don't have a flexible personality, you'll get canceled like that. Because usually what happens with people that aren't too flexible is all those rumors and all those nasty stuff said about you, it starts from the inside. Like you'll work with someone and then that someone will be like, ugh, I don't know about her. And then like other people will be like, ugh, I know, I work with her too or him. And it's like, it's like spread. And then the next thing you know, no one wants to work with you. That's why you gotta be flexible. Little,
Duly noted.
I guess, you know, tip for all you inflexible people.
Start stretching.
I think there's a problem these days though, because I don't know if it's because of social media, you know, TikTok with people becoming famous overnight, like literally people all just want to be famous.
Yeah.
I feel like before when we grew up, it was like, oh, I want to be a famous singer. I want to be a famous actor, famous artist, famous writer.
Yeah.
Now it's just like, I want to be famous.
Yeah, fame is like...
Yeah.
The stuff that comes with fame, though, it isn't pretty. Like, people don't understand. It's
But people don't
tiring.
know that. It's just you look at other, maybe like, I don't know, YouTubers, influencers, TikTokers, celebrities, and you want what they have. Looking at like how rich they are or seeing, you know, what kind of car they drive, that might, you know, especially younger people, that might trigger them
Highly
to be like, oh my
influenced.
gosh, like I want to live that life. I want to be rich. I want to be famous. And then because they don't know.
Yeah.
Because like we're living in the digital age now, so I feel like that's why there's so many new, young, like famous people that are on the rise because it's so quick and easy to share things and to stream things now. So I feel like that's why there's been such a rise lately of like this youth that's becoming famous overnight.
I don't know, man. Fame. I'm more about respect and get your money where you can earn it. You know what I mean? Earn your money. I feel like fame, a lot of people see fame as just like it's easy money. Oh, you got X amount of followers. Things come in like this, but it really isn't. You need something to back up your, you know what I mean? Like you need to be respected.
Yep.
And I feel like you could be famous but not be rich too.
Oh, yeah.
Especially like in K-pop entertainment, you have a lot of debt. I mean, eventually maybe you will pay it all off and start making some money.
But you're never sure.
Yeah. But like, even if people may know you and even if people may listen to your music a lot, you might not be rich. You just might not be making that much money.
Yeah, you don't know the behind the scenes people might be be taking your money a little bit.
Yeah.
To get themselves some McDonald's.
Yeah, and that's another problem because when you're famous, I feel like you'll be so lonely because you don't know if these people like you for you or if these people are around you and
because
like
you're famous.
you because you're famous and they can get something out of you. Like they want your money or they want clout. They want to hang out with you and feel famous themselves. So I think that's why so many famous people are so lonely and they look to like, I don't know, like drugs and alcohol maybe to like fill that emptiness because they don't have real relationships.
Yeah, that's true.
Because we hear stories about even family members of celebrities like taking their money, like betraying them. So I'm just like, I feel like if you were that famous, you would be paranoid all the time. You'd be constantly worrying about, does this person really like me? Like, is this person genuine? Or, are they going to betray me? Or are they going to...
Do you feel like that sometimes meeting famous people or like whoever?
Oh, if I meet them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I hear stories. They tell me they're lonely. They say they're lonely.
Oh, I was talking about you. Like, do you feel like...
No, I don't even think I'm famous.
I mean, you have a very strong following though. That's considered famous.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know what's considered famous or not. But if someone were to ask me, like, are you famous? I don't think I would say...
You wouldn't say yes confidently, but you wouldn't say no too. So I guess there are levels to this. Because I mean, we're not Justin Bieber famous. But, I feel like, fame does a lot to people.
It does.
Oh, if you were asking me, like, do I feel lonely?
Yeah.
Like, oh, no.
Yeah.
Because...
You're cool. You got a team. You got like people behind you. Okay.
I mean, I don't think I'm at a point where people are trying to use me for whatever. And like... and I feel like I do have genuine relationships around me. So thankfully, I don't.
Yeah.
That's good.
I feel like you need an eye for that as you become more, your following becomes a little bit more higher. You need an eye to catch like those little slime balls.
Right.
Yeah. And can you imagine being followed by the paparazzi like everywhere you go? Just like not being able to be yourself because you're like, oh my God, what if someone photographs me? What if someone like records an audio of me or like, So I don't know. I'm not even, like I said before, like I don't think I'm famous or whatever, but because I'm worried that someone might be able to recognize me. Even when I was in Ladies Code, I was so paranoid to do anything. And that's why I couldn't go clubbing or whatever. I mean, like you're not supposed to, but that's why I did. But that's why I was even more scared to go because like, oh my God, what if somebody recognizes me? What if someone starts spreading rumors saying that, I go clubbing and I'm a bad girl, blah, blah, blah. And also just like not being able to speak freely when you're in public. Like, let's say we're in a cafe and I'm just like, I have to be careful with my words because I don't know who might be listening. And that's like, I'm not even at that level. But, if we're talking about someone that's like, I don't know, who's like the most famous person these days? I don't know, like The Weeknd or Drake or whatever. Just constantly being followed by paparazzis in their cars or them, even like dispatch, waiting in parking lots, like trying to take pictures. I don't think I could deal with that.
No.
I don't think I can.
Yeah, there's like proper etiquette for like celebrities that were just automatically, people just think we need to follow them. Makes sense. I mean, I kind of look at it in the perspective where it's like a lot of kids have parents and a lot of kids like celebrities. Parents see who the kids like. And, if we're going to be an influence to them, every parent wants them to be like, be on the right route for them. So I can see where that comes from, but...
There's parents, though, that drive their kids to celebrity houses and, like, ask the celebrity, like, take a picture of my kid.
No.
Okay.
No.
Dang.
Yeah,
That's
that
when you
does,
call
actually.
the police.
What would you guys say to someone who did that? Like a mom just pulled up to your crib real quick and she was like, hey, AleXa, my son's a fan. Can you take a picture with him real quick?
I mean, if it's like, well, no, hold on. I was about to say it would be okay, but then I realized you were invading my personal space.
Yeah,
this
she's
is
at your
my
crib.
house. If I was at the company, sure.
Yeah.
But if you find me in my apartment and you know what exact floor I'm on and what number I am, it's like,
That's freaking
Yeah,
cool.
ma'am, how? Who money to you to give? What? Who did you give money to?
Or what if you know how people in like vlog squads, they live in that like vlog house or whatever. So it is known, like everyone knows where they live. So if they just like drive by and they're like waiting, they're always outside taking pictures. What if it was known to the public where you live and they're just always camping out and waiting?
What would you do?
I don't know.
All right. I don't even know what I would do. Shoot.
I would move.
Unbeknownst to them. But how would you be able to move? Because
I
they would be
know.
following every move.
See, like I can't imagine.
Ashley didn't come home today. It's exactly 7 o'clock. She always comes at 7 o'clock. Like,
Dang.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as they don't yell at me from across the way of where they are.
Hey, yo, Alexa. Alexa, is that you, girl? That you, girl?
Running
Biggest fan
out.
right here.
Running out the building. Or as long as they don't like come up and like grab me, I'm okay.
Mhm.
Like, because I've had those happen and I'm like, oh, hello,
Don't
friend.
touch me.
Yeah.
I will.
What? You'll do what?
I'm a Scorpio. Don't mess with me. I feel like maybe if I'm at a restaurant or a cafe with someone talking, maybe not bother me while I'm doing that. Maybe when
Yeah.
I'm leaving,
Right.
Yeah,
gently come up behind me and be like, "Excuse me." Be like, "Are you Ashley? Can I get a picture with you?" And I'll be like, "Oh, gladly." You know, thank
Gladly.
you. But yeah, it's hard.
What about you?
I don't know. I've never felt like threatened, but like you guys being girls and you being petite as you are, I feel like it could be kind of scary if you have like 30, 40 fans around you, just like, you know, like hungry to see you. But it's like, damn, I used the wrong word, hungry. That's like yearning to see you. I don't know. For me, it's like, if I'm in a restaurant setting or if I'm like busy with something and they came out to me, I would respectfully ask them, "Hey, I got you after, you know, this thing when I'm, I'll go to you, you know, I'll let them know that I have them in my head." But like you were saying, I think the best thing is to kind of read the room a little bit. Like if I'm in a serious conversation, I'm like talking like this and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
I can't be like, "Oh yeah, you know, you know what I mean?" Like, you know, so it's like kind of but I don't know. I've never come across fans that were bad at that. You know, I feel like a lot of fans that I've run into are pretty respectful when it came to that type of stuff. Yeah. So I mean, I've never had to deal with that kind of stuff, and I'm not really like, I'm a big dude, so it's like when I run into big crowds, I'm not like, you know, like doesn't really like scare me too much. But I look at our girl members' faces. They're like, "Where do we need to go? Please, like someone split the scene."
Human shield. Do they use this as a human shield? Because I feel like they would.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, they need one. Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
It gets crazy though.
Have you guys ever had an experience where, like, you know, maybe a few fans come up to take pictures or whatever,
Yeah.
but then someone else comes along. They have no idea who you are, but just because people are taking pictures with you, they ask?
Oh my God, yes.
How does that make you
Just
feel?
like they're passing by and they're like, "Who is that?" And they're
Yeah.
like,
"Oh shoot, let's get a
"Maybe
picture."
I'll take a picture too." Yeah. Just in case. And I'll look them up later and be like, "Hey, I got a picture with
Yeah.
this person." Yeah.
I think I've gotten a couple of those too. I wanted to ask him like, "Hey, so you know our recent comeback song?" Like, you know what I do, right?
Hi guys, quickly interrupting this episode to mention our sponsor for today, BetterHelp. You guys know on Get Real, we are always very honest with each other, and I can always count on Peniel and BM to be there for me when I'm going through something. Maybe if you guys need a third person point of view or need to talk to someone, maybe BetterHelp might be a good service for you. On BetterHelp, they have licensed professional counselors who specialize in depression, stress, anxiety, relationships. Everything you share is confidential. It is very convenient, professional, and affordable. In fact, so many people have been using BetterHelp that they're recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states. With that in mind, I want you to start living a happier life today. As a listener, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting our sponsor at betterhelp.com/getreal10. Join over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/getreal10. Now let's get back to our episode.
I guess my first interaction would be our first fan sign. And that was the first time I saw people actually come to see me as an artist and as a celebrity. It was overwhelming. I didn't think anything. I didn't think like at the time, I didn't see myself as an artist or a celebrity either. Just someone who was like kind of lucky and just kind of like, had the right song with the right group members at the right time. So like I was like, oh snap, like what do I say? They're looking at me like, oh yeah, and I'm just like, I'm not even like, I'm just a guy, like, you know what I mean? So at that time I was just like, dang, like
People didn't recognize you after K-pop star?
oh, you're right. Yeah,
Right?
no,
Yeah.
they did. Yeah, okay. So that was actually the beginning. They would ask me, they'd be like, hey, are you that guy? I'd be like, yeah, I'm that guy.
So you like that?
I liked it. I liked it because I went from, it was like, I don't know. I guess I went from like non-artist or non-celebrity to like, I got like a little taste. Saw myself on TV and then like I see comments. Like the first time is always like, ooh, it's not too bad. I can notice here and there. Because and at that time it was like, I got cut very emotionally. Like people were crying. It was emotional. It's like people would come up to me and be like, yo, I cried when you got cut. It's like, thanks, bro. Like, you felt me, right? All right. Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember the first time, but I think it was like earlier in my
Music
debut.
career?
Yeah, music career. I went to a restaurant and there was a girl working part-time there. She was the server. She was my server. And it was a Japanese restaurant. And when she brought us our order, she was like, you're Ashley from Ladies Code, right? She like kind of whispered and I was like, oh yeah. And she was like, oh, I'll give you service. Yeah, she gave me service.
Hey.
And then when I was walking out, she asked me for my signature. That was really nice. That was a good
Aw.
encounter.
Yeah, that's a really respectful
was
way.
cute.
It's always nice.
Yeah.
Dang.
When they approach you like that, it's like, oh, I want to do something for you. Like, ask me to sing. I got you. I'll sing for you right here. You ready to do a little dancing? What about you, AleXa?
Oh man. Let's see. I mean, my whole shebang, I wound up in Korea because I used to actually be like a cover dancer
Oh.
on Instagram. That's how I was discovered for my company, really. So I'm not even lying. Like in the mall I used to work, and sometimes people would like be outside the store I work in. They would like pause for a second.
Wait, where is this?
In Tulsa, Oklahoma. I was born in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So like sometimes people would stop outside the store I worked in, and then they would like do a double take, look at their phone, and then they would come in. They're like, "Are you Alex?" I'm like, "Yes." And like, "Can we get a picture?" I'm like, "Yes." "Can I offer you some products?" but in Korea, I think it was when I began on Produce. I was on Produce 48 actually.
Oh.
And I distinctly remember one time I was walking through, and then these two really kind girls came up to me, and they're like, Are you Alex from Produce 48? And I was like, yes. So they got a picture,
is
but it is me, all 4'11" of me.
Oh, man.
But yeah, it was pleasant.
How
So,
was Produce 48?
it was honestly, I mean, of course it was difficult. Everybody could say it was difficult. I did learn a lot of things from it though, specifically how to find cameras, which is very helpful now.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
'Cause, lots of red lights. Lots of red lights. But I learned a lot of things and I got some good friends out of it. So yeah.
That's good. How many years ago was that?
Oh, that was 2018.
It was that
Yes.
long ago?
Yes.
Whoa.
2018.
Why do I feel like it was just like yesterday?
Hot to know.
Oh my gosh,
2018 still feels pretty recent.
Wow.
Or
Yeah.
kinda. Yeah.
Because it started April 2018 and it finished in August 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so how old were you when you debuted?
When I debuted, it was 2019. I'm how old now? I am an age that I don't remember. I think I was 22, 23? 22, 23 when I debuted. Right.
It's a good age to
Yeah,
debut.
that's a good age. I feel. Oh my gosh.
When did you debut?
I debuted at 23.
Oh, okay.
Dang,
Yeah.
so I'm the latest to debut. I debuted at 25 American age. So 26 in Korea. That's old.
I mean, I guess now it will be kind of considered old because, you know,
All
people are
these kids.
debuting when they're like
5.
17.
No, for real.
Like
It's just like
16. And like to think about like child actors, like Disney stars and Nickelodeon stars who debuted at such a young age, even K-pop stars that debut at like 15, 16, when we see them, we're like, oh my gosh. But think about them not knowing anything, just like going into that world.
Hey. Real quick, speaking of like Disney, who are your guys' Disney Channel original series crushes when you guys were younger?
Oh,
I know you guys
They were all younger than me,
Oh,
but
really?
when I was watching it, yeah.
But you,
Because I like Sweet Life of Zack
Zack
and
and
Cody.
Cody.
And they were young. They were so young.
the Sprouse twins.
Yeah.
The Sprouse twins.
And one of them actually left the like entertainment industry completely,
Yeah.
right?
Sprouse Brothers?
One of them.
Oh.
I think Dylan Sprouse.
Yeah, Dylan.
He's like married to like Barbara Palvin, the really, really like hot
I don't know if
model.
they're married, but Dylan, because I went to school with him.
Oh, yeah,
Dylan's
they
in,
went-
he's in video game design.
Right, and then Cole's out being
okay.
Jughead. Freaking
Yeah.
Let's get him on Get Real one time.
Cole Sprouse.
So yeah, wait, who did you like?
The girl from that.
From
what's her name?
Brenda Song.
Brenda Song. Why did I not remember her name for a second?
She was
Brenda Song.
hot.
She's still hot. What?
yeah.
Come on.
She's gorgeous.
Come
Oh,
on. She's beautiful.
Yes, Wendy Woo.
Make me say woo. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Brenda Song was pretty.
Yeah, she's still
yeah.
beautiful.
Oh man. For me, I guess the Sprouse twins were valid, but then later on, the Jonas Brothers had their own show, and I loved Joe Jonas.
Jonas Brothers, they're-
So
I was more into Nickelodeon, so I liked Drake and Josh.
Drake and Josh.
Hey.
Drake and Josh was a good one.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think I had a little crush on Drake, but now I like Josh.
Mm.
Yeah.
Josh, after he cut some weight, he's looking.
Yeah, and
He's
he's just so
looking good.
funny. He
Yeah.
has like his own TikTok and YouTube channel.
Oh, he does?
Let's check that
Yeah.
out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm.
Anyways, so yeah, like remember Amanda Bynes? The Amanda
Oh my
Show?
God! All that.
And then
Amanda
she
Show.
went through like a period of time, and she was like, yeah.
Oh, because of fame issues and whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that does that. Yeah.
Mm.
I like Hillary Duff.
Yes, though.
Yes,
She's
love
married to
her.
the front man of this one band that I love,
Oh, really?
Winnetka Bowling League.
Oh.
She's gorgeous.
I also like Jessica Alba. Ooh.
Is
Okay,
she a
Jessica Alba,
was
she's
she a child
gorgeous.
star?
She wasn't a child star, nor was she a Disney Channel star. But
Oh, but she-
you
Fantastic
guys
Four,
should-
That was when
Baby.
Honey was huge.
Honey
Yeah,
is
yeah.
my movie.
Yeah, it's about dancing.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. The way that was that one scene where she pulls over her shirt like behind her head and then she started doing these body weight. I'm just Guys, I feel
Wow.
like we could talk days about my celebrity crushes when I was younger. But
Okay,
Brenda Song.
But one last thing.
Yeah.
Just to wrap it, because I'm curious. What was your own and maybe even your friends and family's reaction to the first time they saw you or you saw yourself like on screen?
oh. I feel like my friends thought I could really buy them that Rolex. Like I think naturally like, ooh, he's on the big screen now. Like, ooh. But that wasn't the case. One thing that was big was in K-Town when we were promoting for our tours, they were putting the flyers up in bathrooms and windows and all that, right? Like in Korean shops. And my friend told me he was at a K barbecue shop and then he went to go take a dookie real quick. And then when he closed the door, there was my face on a little flyer. And he took a picture just like that, like right in front. And he was like, "Hey, bro, I see you right now." So yeah.
Yeah, I think when the teasers for Ladies Code Bad Girl went out,
Yeah.
my friends back home in New York were super supportive, especially my mom. She was very excited about me debuting. So she basically told all her friends and family in New York. And New York, the Queens community, like the Korean community, is kind of small and, closely knit. So she would tell different restaurant owners and karaoke owners, and they would be playing my music videos and like playing my songs all the time. And my mom got like a bunch of people I don't know to write a message for me on like a huge like collage. And it was just like, oh, congratulations on your debut. Like, wish you the best, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I think my parents were the happiest, especially because my dad also had dreams of being a singer. So I think he was very fulfilled by seeing me debut. Yeah. And my friends probably thought, I was going to be living the life now,
Buy a Rolex.
Yeah, be successful right away. It was over. But yeah.
Dang. I mean, let's see. I mean, my parents were very happy, of course. Like, parents for me are always going to be my like number one supporters. But I distinctly remember that my hometown friends, they got together and they had like a viewing party for a music video like the second it went up.
Oh my God.
They were waiting and I was just, homies, I miss them.
That's cute.
I miss them.
Viewing party.
If you're followed by, say, 2 million people, that means around maybe at most 10 million people are going to know who you are. They just don't follow you. Which means out of those 10 million people, including the 2 that do follow you, not everyone's going to like you. You know what I mean? They're going to have something to say about you. But it's okay. I mean, I love my haters. That's still attention too. So
that's one way to look at it, I guess. Yeah.
Talk about me.
Okay.
Spread the word. Because someone might like me. So you might tell someone he's whack, but they might see me and be like, oh, he's not. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay. True.
I think, when I first debuted, when my music video went up and when I had my first debut stage, it was all excitement, And I was like, finally, my dream come true. And then slowly, little by little, after reading comments, that's when my confidence level started to go down. And I was just like, man, this freaking sucks. Like everyone's just watching me. Like they're watching my every move because they can be really critical and very detailed about, let's say, at 00:58 seconds, her facial expression, she looks like she's in a bad mood or like she looks like she's not pleased with what someone else is saying. And they put so much meaning into the smallest things. Maybe I just kind of dozed off for a second. They'll be like, why is she dozing off? She's not a professional. Just like the smallest things, And then that gets to you because you're like, okay, I have to be mindful of every little action that I'm doing.
Yeah.
So I feel like that I kind of still have that now too because I feel like I always have to be like this and like, even though when I'm just with my friends, it's more like a relaxed, like, And yeah, there's just like a lot of pressure because what you say too can be twisted and be taken out of context. So
a lot of times.
So many things to take into consideration and think about, and before you say something too, Especially when I did interviews in Korean for the first time after being raised in New York. I mean, I knew how to speak Korean, but difficult words I did not know. So sometimes I would make mistakes or my pronunciation would be kind of like, you can tell that I'm a Korean American or like a Kyopo. And then there will be people saying something about that too. And then that made me just not want to do interviews at all. Like I actually told my members, when we have to talk in Korean, you guys do all of the talking. I'll just be in the back, not talking because I'm just scared, even though I was the leader. So yeah, there were a lot of things that, you had to think about.
Right.
And a lot of pressure.
No, I get the interviews are always so nerve-wracking for some reason. They could be the nicest person on earth, but you still are just like, can't mess up. Did I say that weirdly? I think I did. Did I use the wrong word? I'm not sure. It's always just like, ooh.
You ever get that thing where it's like after the interview, you're just like, dang, I had a better answer for that.
Yeah. All the time.
All the time, right?
Yes.
Me too. I'm just like, dang, it's like so much more articulate and intelligent and so much better in my head now.
Exactly.
It's like, hey, can you come back? Let's do that one more time.
And then you're awake till 3 a.m. saying, why didn't I say that instead?
Yeah. I do that all the time.
Yeah.
That's why now, like, I'll have like conversations with myself sometimes before I get into an interview. I'll look at the questions and be like, what got you here? Let me tell you. Man. You know what I mean? Like, I'll like create a crazy like thing in my head when I'm not feeling lazy.
like being famous has its perks, definitely. Being able to have a platform, you know, and have an influence and also maybe to leave something behind.
Right.
Yeah.
But then for me, when I think about it, I don't think I'll ever want to be too famous or too rich
Yeah.
because I don't know. And I hear people say in interviews, like really famous Hollywood actors or people and really rich people,
Yeah.
they're always like, you know, I'm not happy, you know,
Yeah.
they're never happy because of those things.
Yeah.
And people are always like, I want to be like you, I want to be famous like you, I want to be pretty like you. And
No, you
they're always
don't.
like, why? You don't even know me and you don't even know what I go through.
No.
And so yeah, I guess there are good things that come out of it, but yeah.
I feel like that is for like most careers, though. There's always going to be the positives and the negatives. But
No.
yeah.
All right. We got some users on Reddit that are seeking insight. User my fake email 911. Out of all the types of girls I have a crush on, K-pop girls are the ones that I like and affect me the most. Like for real. I can't stop thinking about them. Can't stop daydreaming about them. This is bad because I lose focus when I'm at school or studying or in church.
In church. Ashley's church?
I got into K-pop girls when I first saw Twice in Yes or Yes. They caught my attention right away, especially Mina, my favorite. I also like other K-pop girls such as Blackpink, Red Velvet, and many more. They are all over my Instagram. Now I've reached a point in my life where I should move on and be more mature. I should move on from having crushes on K-pop girls and wake up to reality. What are the best tips and advice you could offer me to help me stop having crushes on K-pop girls? Help me get out of the daydreaming zone and focus on what's more important in my life.
Well, Matthew, as a K-pop girl, what do you have to say?
My boy, get you a K-pop girl.
I mean, having crushes is fine, but like,
Yes. this is the same thing as me feeling about how I felt about Brenda Song and Hilary Duff and.
Were you thinking about them all day long,
In
even
church?
at church?
Oh, not like that. Actually, yeah, that might be like borderline, bro. You might, you might need to find a hobby or something.
I mean, it's definitely flattering to hear that someone has. If someone were to say like, "Oh, I have a huge crush on you," but then at the end of the day, they're all human, just like us. They're regular people. Maybe he just has a very what is that word called?
Like a vivid imagination,
like
expectation.
Yeah. And I feel like he's putting them on a pedestal, and it's kind of maybe unrealistic what he thinks of them. Like probably like, oh, they're they never fart. They never. You know what I mean?
Oh, they fart. We all do.
Exactly. So,
I mean, but my question to my fake email 911 is, what do you like about the K-pop girls? Is it just because they're pretty? Is it because they can sing? It's because they can dance? Because you can find other girls in real life that are equally as available and are pretty or sing and dance. It doesn't have to be just like a pop girl.
Yeah.
You could find yourself a real life wife that way. Just my advice. I don't know.
No, yeah, definitely. There are many beautiful women out there.
no, I'm sure if he finds someone he really likes in real life, he will forget about them.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Find your special someone here at eHarmony.
I'm sure, if he falls in love, he won't have time to daydream about these
I mean,
K-pop girls.
I don't even think like it's like that big of a deal right now.
It's
I mean,
really not.
it's a celebrity crush.
Yeah.
As long as you're not going like literally like you're not crossing borders to unhealthy point in time, an unhealthy like mindset on how you view your celebrity crush. I think it's fine. It's like, you're with your boys, like, hey, you seen Mina from Twice? Oh, my boy. Like, she is, don't talk about her like that. She might, you know what I mean? Like, stuff like this is like playful talk.
Yeah.
But it's like, there are certain boundaries. So, I mean, just remember they're human. Just like all of the rest of us. They also have a life of their own. So, so do you. And there is, that special someone for you too.
Yeah.
All right, we have a user tie-dyed. Is it wrong to want fame? I don't mean it in the same way a kid would like, I want a big house and lots of money, etc. But I really just want to be heard. I want to be a writer/director, and I really want my visions to be voiced and heard. I couldn't care less about the notoriety or money. I mostly just want to be able to get my voice out there, get my visions onto a screen, and use my platform to help others. Is it a childish thing to want because it kind of feels like I'm aiming for the wrong goal? Absolutely not. Fame, I feel like fame is just a simple way to put fame. Is just your name is known. People know who you are. And whether if it looks to me like you got the right reason in your head, you want to be a director, you want your visions and voice to be heard, you want to be a respected, person in the industry. Money isn't one of your goals, and you want to help people while you're at it. Hell no, do you, bro? You already doing you very well. Fame will follow, just like follow on what keep following up on what you're trying to do as a director and as a writer. And shoot, I feel like your head's in the right space right now.
Yeah. No, but I mean, I think it is quite a, for lack of a different word, noble kind of mindset that you got, where it's like, the money, notoriety, sure, whatever. I just would like to share with the world what I think, because, I feel like that could be of use. So I feel like that's not bad at all.
Killing it already.
Go ahead.
I mean, you're already halfway there with the mindset.
Just feel like you have to be a little careful though, because if you're driven by the desire to be famous, then I don't know. Some people just use some people will do anything to get famous sometimes, But so there might be a time when you're like, I don't think I should do this, but I think this will get me some attention and this will get me clout.
Yeah.
And there might be a time when you maybe compromise or just give in to that.
Yeah.
So as long as you are careful of that and you're more about, getting your work out there and just like wanting to spread a good message, then I feel like that's fine.
Absolutely.
But if you are so blinded or like the greed for the fame is too much, then there might be problems. But if not, then yes, it is not. I don't think it's bad at all.
Yeah, you on the right path, Mr. or Mrs. Tie-Dyed. I feel like this person's looking for insight, but this could be insight for so many different people. Being in it for the right reasons. Obviously, you're going to want the fame, but I feel like, try not to go for the fame. Try to go for like more the respect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like why you're famous, be able to PR yourself and tell people the reason with confidence. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I got X amount of followers, but like, who am I? Do I dance? I'm a great dancer. I'm a great rapper. I'm a great rapper. Like, be able to say that with confidence in your voice, with conviction, and the respect comes, and then the money follows. So does the fame. Amen.
And
Amen. Amen.
Guys, we're going to wrap up today's episode. Thank you so much for being a part of this while we got in on fame. Hopefully you got some insight. Hopefully you got some little behind the scenes information from us as artists. And man, if you wish to stay updated on the show, we got IG and Twitter at The Dive Studios. Full episodes on youtube.com/divepods. Thank you, AleXa, for blessing this episode once again.
Thank you for having me.
Once again, follow and review this podcast. Thank you everyone for listening, and peace until the next episode.
goodbye.
Hey, did you like this video? If so, click the subscribe button.
And make sure to turn on your notifications so you don't miss a single video.
And listen to the entire audio episode on Spotify or Apple Podcasts.